na Ghana for be kaye aban foforo eba ye afemu a ne bosome kakra anie na chese Ghana for esre anigi aba sanse ebra na wo ba beje akonye na tena so no na sidi no wona nimpa na fa anwobo e wo soro na aduane die akwantuo ne sansesem no nya de Ghana for no musu ho ye pa no ka ho bi e na okoto aba no bumbum se high sense edi tu chese NPP free so a NDC baye na NDC baye imre kakra nie no enema e ba fom ama chese a no Ghana for ani gie no eya akona nimu anesa na no na yete ayenka bi nhyiemu na nra emra hyebeja fie donkuma no France ntrefo nhyiemu wabra no mo ba no danu no nyamfa Alexander kwame na Afenyo Markins ene di animu kasa no to nsa France ntrefo se yemre na yemra meti asem bi omo woka kire ye na yeso oke ye de se de ye ni ye betie ni akoka akira mansan na ora Alexander Afenyo Markin ene donkuma no mra hyebeja fie nkom nyina ne se yentie ne nto NDC ne nto Ghana fo nyina se NDC for ejo omo se kiremena na to omo huri boso na omo ni age na omo se aduasa menu ni guso na omo sere twetwetwetwetwetwe a enyo omo na ya bibi o he omo ba yo omo nya hwe bibie no omo de agu akwamu e kire se wo mo adwuma na eso aba na mom abandada ne hyehye pa a oni International Monetary Fund IMF ko ye no ka ho bie na na ma nei Ghana for ye hunu de ehuon enti se na fa nwa ba fom se sidi na gina yie na ne ma ko yie wa economy nim na se Ghana for esre a NDC for nya hwe enti Ghana ni bia anyi sa adwene mfiri ntrim se NDC aba na ababo amenei ye economy na stabilize wo so omo nya hwe sa fanswe enye omo fanse abandada no na apa bibidi Ghana for
we hereby submit that the so-called gains were not born out of government's competence in the management of our economy. Rather, the IMF program, debt relief, rising commodity exports, reduced expenditure are the major reasons for the upswing in Ghana's economy, not a re-engineering of the economy. Therefore, my respected friend and colleague, Dr. Forsen, must know that these facts expose the government's hypocrisy in telling us that they have prudently managed the economy. The much-touted fiscal consolidation has been attained on the back of a sharply cut expenditures for critical sectors, resulting in lower borrowing needs, and currency appreciation solely due to the weakening of the US dollar, which has led to preference for massive global investment in gold.
Wey ayon wenyamfo kwamena Alexander Afenyo Markin sankoma ye DSC anusima be bionu ntem wo ba hoto FM TV official ye YouTube one da ho wo behu na watimi afolo ye na yakoye nim na oto aso biemu se wey ya futuo no de man DC amanyuku no se de mpanyi kan no ya se do da founder da no nsura ya na afenso ne se okoto so yonko abodwe se hia kanene ne asenso si ye de ho ba se si ada wo sa na do de na num tijani no na afodada nya de se betimi ahye no enti se na ye NDC se eja da NPP mu adan a ye kwa akoto aba enti ane ne so mu tware o mu hu anie Kennedy to fa bunkum na ba umie to fa nifa na Brian wins na chese bi defend bi strike ni midfield ho no mu nyina tugum na chese ye NDC for the say o ne ma nya agensem aseye wie ye nkonkoto ntwena wo so wo ka kire mo se bibia twasi na 31st January yi ye wie amemende twamu a hwe NPP ebe se gina ne ho ba ya din so osintawe endi ze ye omo se NPP kofom to omo sere omo musi omo da papia omo emomodiana omo nyai sanse de eba no eso che omo pa 2028 ebe se sultan na kromu a
ya real taso se kwen bia so no ye de ba ko ye enkabom ebe tai ni obewini nechi na ye nyina ya boa
na chese atasa ewo ba bia anti eno eye onimanyamfa Alexander kwame na Afenyo Markin minority leader ena ote se o kire nsem na san komodie hu ne yakwa ahoma so na ye ne Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochire akodi nkomo oko University of Cape Coast political science department wo ye adwuma ewo ho ne abusa ne se nsemu a donkumai eken wate na osom sei Dr. Awiei otemenka memo ha mo kwa ba honto afem kase bosuni me pacha na pom ne mute sei na de nyame asese wie ye ho ye pa se ye bo opunu waje so Dr. we de yanka bi nhemu enra ena adom kuma no efensem kyerofo no monkomodie nyina ne se eniema ekoso se ye ani gie ye sika sem niema bo aba fom fa ho bo aba fom ni nyina ai na aban wei ade bo ne ho asafo hene no enye omo na aye bibie e aban dada no hyehye pa a oni IMF koye no e na amenne yehu gensi enkomo wate na se wate a se de omo kan wusom sei
Committee to a committee for now. And say the American our we say say ubu we ni kompo uko 2015 na NDC abaya na Euro Bahama Odano first step on the echo omu krampo no IMF predicted say in 2017 they were going to have Ghana was going to have a 7.8 growth rate or so. This I will say I no NPP aban ba here no omu committee 92.3 for na and it was predicted. In the case of the current administration, it is just that they have been physically disciplined. That is the difference between Omo Abawe and that Ancho. And some say, I am a uncanny NDC Abawe, Moba, Muni restrictions, again from 85% 86, and 60, and yet part of the IMF conditionalities. But Abawe is hard to make work. So you can imagine the millions of cities, quantifiable in dollars, with respect to this decision. Many sure say, I am a capital byway say, and Mamma Crown for Empire First Class. Many sure say, I am a class say, a capital byway say, these are for culture or more actually offices near there are a buy a triacan or Mampini entry. Many sure I am a class say. 6 months, December 6 months, a car bono, put on millions no. A byway and decided to say, yeah, by the old Jubilee House, I show you. A son said, she can't knew why you be wasting. And yeah, IMF, and I catch a byway say, Omen is stress free way from that. And yeah, IMF, and I catch a byway say, Omuni 11, so it is just the fact to say, this government has been very physically disciplined, and they have ensured to say our policies have been very effective. Yawamuha, and I see the Pansami, and the president of Kupondo Sabamia, and the finance minister Kenoporiata. And then they see it became a banter between Bank of Ghana and finance minister. Later on, the finance minister made us aware, say, that is, Oporiata made us aware, say, when it comes to the CD to the dollar near Vienna, a Bank of Ghana, I said, yeah, and near finance minister, I said, yeah. My finance minister, or only then your physical discipline, physical expenditure, physical winning idea, or no, and yes, Kasam, a Bank of Ghana. That was the period when the city had deteriorated, right, in terms of rates against the major currencies. So it cannot be true, say, this day, or more any amount of go up, and I won't pass there about was a abbreviation of laid the foundation. The previous government went to the IMF 2015. When you came, you extended it. And when you came out of the IMF, the rest they say is history. Yes, almost so that you're not the truth amount for IMF. And almost was this year is supposed to end. Whether they will extend it or not, that decision is for the government to take. But to try to take credit for the good policies of this government with respect to gold board, with respect to the acuity of the Bank of Ghana government, with respect to important ministries and interventions, for example, food inflation from 27 to 4.9. It is incredible.
About where the acuity, no. And Kabetima breaking it down on my da quit, you know.
The intelligence level, what you said, the masterfulness, the dexterity of the Bank of Ghana governor is what has resulted. And on daily basis, you could see say he's on top of his brief. He knows what he's talking about. A monetary policy now. The likes of Professor Gachi and Co. These are gurus. So if we are seeing that positive development, they should bear in mind that the president has constituted the right people to occupy, these places or positions.
Now or chirimu say after more primaries and say a year NDC say near Mabakoswa, you say ya son say a judge the NPP more. Wamu ye sans or monso de Mobeno, any pabbe you or many more NDC more monso a barber pre leadership position in tea. Said the Akoswa NPP after or more primaries in unity beba. Now more NDC 4 day bound so the Hankre Beche NPP 4D.
I think say what he said is a truism. Because some of us have gotten the information said the finance minister, and today I'm mentioning in specific, the finance minister is virtually not releasing important money for flagship projects of the president. And specifically, I think that Mr. Afenyo Markin has information with respect to agri. So I don't want to think to say it is becoming a sabotage just because some people equally have presidential ambition. Mr. Mampeni and for the NDC form with respect to some of these things, let us know what you channel. And Crawford and President Mukunya, any position or more pay what's at the from Bob and the Babrana by.
But away the snappy one, the dear Kosu MPP more, Afenyo Markin say Chirichimu say after our primaries in the unity, but do you foresee any unity after our primaries, Ebe?
During and after the elections. I cannot in any way divine say in the basic. But as politicians, they can easily close their eyes. And for the betterment of the party, they can easily have that unity. So Kaya, I've said it time without number, right? On so many platforms. Me say, I had a campaign at the NDC in 2028. Here, it's going to sound one, the economy. The economy must not be worse than what they inherited from the NPP. And that will make the election of the Tabaumia a non-starter. Two, the transition from Mr. Muhammad to whoever is elected. A formal and a problem no one. A formal and a phenomenon is impossible. And it could be worse because NDC is in government. Opposition has nothing to lose. But who they know what you control resources and you can easily use the resources to sabotage each other. Into say, now it gets to the point where the president then becomes a lame duck horse. Then it's going to create problems, internal serious problem for the NDC.
All right. Awie mena se ewo enchirichimu a wo de atu yenim na wabi ye ni woni mabi yeda se awie. Ene atiye Dr. Jonathan Asante Oche Political Science Department ewo UCC ena what is say Oche Chinsimi.